Welcome back to Q-Dads, I'm Steve and we're here with episode 8 of Invasion, titled Cosmic Ocean. This episode started off slow as they teased us with Trevante on the farm. However, the ending has definitely set us up for a good episode for episode 9. Before we dig in, if you've been enjoying our breakdowns of the series, please subscribe as it helps us to grow. And if you're already subscribed, drop us a like as that helps too. Anyways, enough of that, let's get into it. We'll start with Trevante's story this week. Trevante makes it to the bottom of the silo and attempts to open the hatch, only to be captured by the army. While being escorted to an interrogation room, he notices a room filled with the missing people. During his interrogation with the general, he finds out the aliens took the missing people and returned them, but he's unable to find out what is below the hatch. He tells the general to use him as a soldier, as he's fought the aliens before. Unfortunately, he is taken to a prison cell. Rose locks up the sheriff and tells him about the hole in the ground, and also tells him about the book and to keep it safe if she doesn't return. Rose then heads on to the military base. Trevante's story this week was almost insignificant to the episode. The only bits we really got from it are the aliens did return the humans they took. I suspect they were in the hatch though, so rather than returning them, the military found them. There's still no mention of the shard though, so I'm still hoping Trevante gets his hands on it. I'll talk more about the missing humans after Mitsuki's story. I feel like Trevante's story this week was so pointless and merely used as a teaser for episode 9. On to Caspa and the kids' story. This week sees us start with Monty and Caspa, as Monty questions if Caspa is fully himself. Monty says Caspa has been gone for a while, although it's only been 4 months, so I'm not sure if Monty has actually spotted something wrong or he just has abandonment issues due to his parents. Penny and Jam manage to find a way into the base where the children are kept. They enter the base, and as Caspa gets closer to the other psychic children, they all start to react, saying the boy from their dreams. Caspa also appears to be drawn to them. The doctors are surprised to see Caspa alive and run tests to see if he's okay. The psychic children all explain they were able to see Caspa in the darkness, which leads them to attempt to map out what this place actually looked like, which seems weird if it was called the darkness. The biggest issue here though is they never actually showed us what the drawing looked like, and I assume that's because what they would have drawn is something similar to what Mitsuki saw. They also mentioned there is one more calling out that they have yet to find. Is this Luke, or could it be Hinata, or even Mitsuki, as she was able to hear the voices? If it is Mitsuki, this would be the first adult affected by this. The seismic event starts to affect the building. This causes all the children to start saying Wajo over and over again, all except Caspa, which then leads Jam to believe Caspa is causing the event. Finally, after the seismic event stops, Jam and Caspa have a heart-to-heart, where she confronts him about the drawing, saying he doesn't remember doing it, which he agrees is true. The children's story this week left me with more questions than answers. I think one of the doctors said, "Why is Caspa alive?" And yeah, I would quite like to know how he came back from the dead. Secondly, who is the other person the children can sense? Is it actually Luke or Mitsuki? Or could it be a new person altogether? As it was implied, the children fell unconscious when the first ship fell. As the doctor says, Caspa was the only one where the connection to the aliens couldn't be broken, hence him staying in a coma. As far as I'm aware, I don't remember Luke falling unconscious. But this could explain the voices he heard last episode. It could have been the children warning him. Thirdly, Caspa seems to be having his memories wiped, similar to Mitsuki. So clearly, interfacing with the aliens causes issues, even to psychic children. One thing I did notice is the children all speak different languages, but are able to be understood by Caspa. Are the aliens messing with the humans that they take or interface with, creating some kind of part human, part alien? Finally, the children saying Wajo. If I remember right, Mitsuki says that means castle in Japanese back in season 1. But how would that still be relevant here? It would make sense for the aliens to speak to Mitsuki in Japanese, but not to others. As it's clear, thoughts can be understood no matter the language. I think Wajo might actually mean something else. What do you think? On to Mitsuki's story, and once again it seems to be the main part of the episode. Mitsuki's story opens up with her trying to decipher the aliens' language, all while trying to cling on to reality, as it seems her last visit with the aliens left her in quite the state. Only the touch of a hand from Maya seems to ground her in reality again, Maya mentioning that touch always helps with this. I wonder if that will be important in the future as Mitsuki dives further into the alien's mind. Mitsuki then realises the other scientists that had their memories wiped are actually communicating in the alien language using binary. Nikhil is unhappy that Mitsuki isn't back in the chamber. He confronts Maya, who eventually quits due to Nikhil. Before leaving, Maya shares a final moment with Mitsuki. After this, Nikhil and Mitsuki are about to enter the chamber, only to find out all of Mitsuki's suits have been tampered with by Maya. Mitsuki attempts to baseline her own memories, clearly showing us she has forgotten about her mother and father. Before alarm bells start to ring, Nikhil has entered the chamber alone and turned on all the magnets, causing the alien ship to kick off seismic events all across the world. This is shown in each person's story this week. Nikhil is knocked out by the alien, but not before being completely engulfed by it and spat out. Mitsuki then re-enters the chamber in an attempt to stop the seismic activity, with the alien asking why she hurt it again. Eventually, the alien tells Mitsuki to let go of her world and come to its. With this, Mitsuki is engulfed by the alien. She then turns on the magnets while inside, causing the alien presence to completely disappear and the seismic activity to subside. This also knocks Mitsuki out. In the final scene, Mitsuki is awoken after having a flashback of Nikhil's time in the chamber, almost like seeing the past. She then checks Nikhil's suit, only to find that the diagnostic equipment in it registered him as being on another planet or a different environment. Mitsuki then says she thinks she destroyed the portal to the alien's world. Overall, the episode did start slow, and once they had teased us with Trevante's part of the story, I expected another mediocre episode. However, they pulled it back in those final scenes. I think I did mention previously that maybe the humans were being taken to the aliens' homeworld, and now it looks like this is the case. However, I'm wondering why they take them. Are the aliens malicious in nature, or are they almost trying to take the humans as company in some kind of way? It wouldn't explain why the aliens seem to kill lots of humans, unless again, the ones killing the humans are different to the ones taking the humans. It does seem whenever they take humans and communicate with them though, it leaves them in a state where they are no longer able to communicate with other humans. I believe this is what also has happened to all the people on the farm that Trevante saw. The very end scene where Mitsuki says it's a portal and now it's gone leaves a couple of questions. Firstly, is that really the only portal? As I suspect the silo on the farm is another one. And I believe that each area where seismic activity was registered are also portals. Does this mean there are already ships buried underneath the ground? Or again, playing on the multiple alien idea, could the portals have always been there, and actually the aliens attacking the humans are trying to find the portals? One final thought, at the start of season 2, Nikhil says the alien on the ship in Brazil was actually the ship's defence. So assuming it's not just a portal, does this mean the humans now have full access to the alien ship? Could we be about to see them take the ship to another planet? Or could it have some kind of weapon on board to help the humans? Let me know your thoughts on the episode, as it seems episode 9 will be a big one for the series. Do you think the image Caspa and the kids drew will be significant? And what do you think about the possibility of 2 different types of aliens? Like and subscribe, and as always, catch you next time with something new.